Welcome to Friday, ladies and gentlemen. This is Two's Company 3. I gotcha. This is Two's Company 3's a podcast. Welcome to Friday, everybody. It's Two's Company 3's a podcast. My name is Dylan, along with I felt it was a bit ordinary.
You just repeated yourself, though.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to interject more energy into my introduction.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
To 2C3 Pod's Friday edition, Casual Friday, where we discuss the latest trailers and films coming to theaters this weekend. My name is Mitchell, along with my co-host
Dylan.
Yeah, and
See, this is why I usually
I know. You normally do it, you throw to me, and I carry on with things, and yeah. But anyway, hey,
Yes.
Let's rip straight into it.
Yep.
We said a couple of weeks ago on the podcast that there was a deadline for somebody to claim their particular prize, and
Yes.
we're not going to name that person because they missed out. They clearly didn't listen, so that's their loss.
Yep.
But if you're a little bit behind, Christmas we had a giveaway. Two
Yes.
$50 Event Cinemas gift cards, two $25
realize that was
two $25 Event Cinema gift cards, and unfortunately, the major prize winner, one of the $50 gift cards, never claimed his or her prize.
No, they didn't. However, we've decided to redraw it,
Yes.
being the 31st of January. We
That's
wanted
right.
to give enough time, so now we're going to spin the wheel. Now, I have only included people who commented and tagged 3 friends in our Christmas giveaway post as intended. Not including those who have previously won, unfortunately, but congratulations to you already. I hope you've seen a magnificent film.
Fagnificent. You never know.
Film. But anyway, let's rip straight in. Let's see who will be the final winner of the $50 gift card. Do you want to press the button?
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're off.
Let's see
Okay,
who
we're
it
spinning
is.
the wheel. Lots of colours going on. If
Yep.
you're prone to
For
seizures,
those
look
who
away,
are-
look away.
Oh, congratulations, Alicia Ward.
Congratulations. We will be getting in contact with you as long as your settings are set and we can access you. So, yes, congratulations.
Absolutely.
And there's another $50 gift card given away.
Yes,
look at
absolutely.
that. First,
This one right here. Now, it will have somebody else's name scribbled
we'll
out on the
scribble that
back.
out. Yeah,
we'll
scribble
scribble it out, but we'll put your name on the back, and we
Yes.
will hand deliver it to you and make sure I put it in the correct mailbox this time. My apologies to one of our other winners, but they definitely did redeem it.
yes, no, that's good. And I hope everybody else has who has won. And yeah. No, absolutely. I'm glad. First giveaway of the year. It may not have been planned, but why the hell not? All right,
Absolutely.
But anyway, we've counted our Chinese checkers pieces and hit the jackpot in darts to make Nicolas Cage proud because it's time for 2C3 Pod. Gone in how many seconds? I have a headache. It might be a tumor. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yes,
Yeah, I
well
love that
done.
movie.
Kindergarten Cop 1988.
Absolutely. As we said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Friday. I hope you've got your hat and towels.
Yeah, exactly. It's still stinking hot here in Shortland for the final 2C3 Pod recorded in our original studio.
Absolutely. Next week we'll be into a nice new area. Hopefully we'll have a new setting as well, a bit more pretty on the background.
Ducted aircon.
So we can not be sweaty messes and we can concentrate
100%
on our
But
podcast.
Have you had a moment to just think back and realize this is where we first sat down to record that first episode?
Episode 1, The Phantom Crackling. It took us 3 hours to set that fucking thing up and get it cranking. We had 3 posts.
And we struggled to get through like 40 minutes.
I think we did all right. I was surprised.
We did okay,
Originally,
but
I was aiming for about half hour just to see what we could pull out of our asses.
Yeah.
We got talking about Hellboy because that was the movie, and neither of you had seen it. It was me.
Yeah.
But we managed to just shit on that movie for a good 30 minutes. It was fine.
That's right, exactly. But there was no structure back then. And if there's any new listeners who are hanging in here or joining us today, please feel free to go back and listen through the archives on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course,
YouTube.
Big Summer Blowout. But ignore
Absolutely.
the first 4 episodes because we didn't have much structure.
Yeah.
But then we got the segments cracking.
There is some charm to them.
Yeah.
We definitely did have a previous segment called Recommendations. They made us very thirsty. We used
These
to talk about
recommendations are making me thirsty.
We used to talk about things that we really enjoy and recommend them to our co-hosts and to you, the listener and viewer.
Yes.
Well, not the viewers at the time, but now we're on YouTube, we're on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We definitely now have tpublic.com. If you do want to support the show, get yourself something in return. But you can also hit us up on Patreon as well. We do have some tiers where you can certainly get some goodies back for a monthly fee.
Pretty friggin' cheap as well for that base bottom one. I mean, why the hell
It wouldn't
not?
let me pick $1, so I had to go $2.
No, that's totally fine. $2 a month. I mean, geez, that's just a thumbs up to us. Good job. Keep going, you know, and all of that will go towards the show. Like, as in,
Tier 1.
We still have full-time jobs. This is purely any money coming from this or coming from you, the listener, is going straight back into this.
Yes, absolutely. So tier 1 will certainly give you producer credits every week because you're who make this work. But of course, you get automatic entry into all of our giveaways.
So if you miss the post that we have, like, share, subscribe, doesn't matter.
Yep, you're automatically in. So if we have any more giveaway for cinema tickets, and probably that'll be it because that's what we like giving away.
Yeah.
Amongst other things we'll think about throughout the year, you get automatic entry into those. So definitely hit us up for $2 a month.
I'm thinking we need another merch giveaway. We've only done one of them, and
we'll certainly
it was very successful. I think we should get on that.
Yes, we certainly will. Speaking of merch, somebody bought a t-shirt the other day. Was that you?
I saw that. No, I didn't.
Was it you?
I know. That's the thing. Like, as in, because we're still a small podcast and that, and we have a very tight-knit
we get $2 profit from that, and then we have bank fee, so we get like $1.60 from that t-shirt.
Exactly, but that's gone straight into the PayPal. So that's going to be used towards future giveaways and stuff. But we both get the email alert when something like that happens, and we basically...
And what email is that, Mitchell?
That's twoscompany3podcast at gmail.com, where you can hit us up and PayPal, one-time donation. I mean, why not? If you don't want to pay monthly... Easy,
absolutely. But also, if you do want to hit us up with any business inquiries or just send us a shout out, twoscompany3podcast at gmail.com.
We are the premier pop culture podcast here in Newcastle. So if you're a Newcastle listener and you have a podcast idea, we will have a beautifully ducted aircon furnished studio. So we are open to producing other podcasts.
Absolutely. But if you're this far into this episode, thank you for listening to Newcastle's best and only pop culture podcast. Two's Company 3's a podcast. You know what time it is, Mitchell? It is Friday after all.
I can't remember. I wish there was some kind of cue to let me... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
I don't think we can ever claim we're the number one at anything when I then go... Yeah, that's right. Betty soon my cousin wife is ready to head on down to the trailer park.
Yes, absolutely.
This is the segment every Friday where we sit back, relax, review the most fresh trailers that are currently on the interwebs.
Yes.
And we are going to give you a brief synopsis, sometimes a bit funny, sometimes a bit serious. Either way, we're going to have some fun. And big summer blow up, big summer blunder, okay?
Absolutely.
We will get straight into it.
Who wants to rip the Band-Aid off today?
Oh, either one. Eeny, meeny, mo. Do you want to or not?
When you start with any, you always end up with the opposite side. Did you notice that?
Yes, of course. I'm 28 years old.
Yeah.
Sure.
Paper.
Whoa, you go paper first?
Yeah, paper, scissors, rock.
No, it's scissors, paper, rock.
All right, what do you call the game? Do you call it...
Scissors, paper, rock?
Yeah, scissors, paper, rock.
Yeah, you just said paper, scissors...
Well, I'm the retard.
Exactly.
Okay, so
scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper, rock. Are you fucking... Last one. If it's a draw, I'll go. Scissors, paper, rock. Okay, all right. I'm going to rip the... Fuck, man. What amazing content. That's why we're number one in Newcastle.
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway, Irresistible is the first trailer cab off the rank this week. From the very political mind of former Daily Show host Jon Stewart comes this comedy starring Steve Carell about a campaign manager who struggles to get to know the down south members of the public and enlists the help of a local to take down the big bad. Honestly, I don't know much about American politics, but it still seems funny. Coming late May 2020.
Absolutely. Starring Susan Sarandon, Sam Neill, and Emily Bunt from 2006.
I saw that pop up and I was like, should I just read the description of the Sam Neill movie?
Yeah. I opened it up thinking, no, that's definitely the wrong one.
Yes, definitely.
I watched the trailer and I didn't really know what to expect with these trailers because I don't hear about them until you put them on here. Some of them I do, some of them I don't.
Yes.
I was like, okay, this seems like a fairly interesting film. I don't mind following along with some American politics simply because it's entertaining.
It isn't.
You know, like you can't take.
It's a big old reality show.
Yeah, you can't take any of it seriously. Yeah. And without diving too deep into current relatable stakes in terms of the populace, this film looks really good. And the fact that it's written and directed by Jon Stewart. I used to watch The Daily Show with Jon Stewart a hell of a lot as a kid.
He's funny.
Yeah, and I still occasionally watch The Daily Show with Stephen Colbert after he took it over.
No. The Colbert Report.
Colbert Report is what it's called now.
Rapport. Yeah. You don't pronounce that T.
Did I say the T, did I?
I think so, just
I definitely know it's not the T.
No,
yeah,
that's
anyway.
fine. Other way.
But I really like Jon Stewart. I've always liked what he's done. I like his viewpoints. I like his comedy. And I'm pretty sure he's written things that I've watched before, but I can't think of the name of right now. But as you said, the story shows that this political sort of guru, Stephen Carell, is sort of failing to connect with sort of the southern
the working class guys.
Yeah, blue collar guys. So
blue collar, that's the one.
So he does essentially reach out and hire a bloke who does, to go run for mayor for like a blue collar town.
Yeah.
and essentially feeding sort of the lines through him, but he's going up against the competitor Rose Byrne.
That's right. You've got Rose Byrne, and this is a Rose Byrne film, not mentioning one that's currently in theaters, that I'm actually looking forward to.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I'm intrigued by that. But also, did you notice who produced this?
No, I did not. Let's have
Scroll back up.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, man.
Didn't he produce... No. Another thing I was very surprised about the other day, this is just going off topic for a second, as we do with these rabbit holes.
Yes, it's Friday.
Now, I know you bought the Blu-ray recently, so you may know the answer to this, but our listeners and viewers may not know this, but did you know that... Okay, so, who is one of the most surprising producers on The Joker?
On The Joker? Oh, who was it? It was a comedian. Or was somebody funny?
Yes, but not a comedian.
No, but it was a big name that was somebody funny. It's not coming to me, but I remember seeing the name and going, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So?
I can't think of the name right now because I'm stinking hot.
Oh, you're fantastic.
Bradley Cooper.
Yes, Bradley Cooper,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
Fucking Hangover 1, 2, and 3. Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
A Star is Born. What's that one? American Sniper.
Yeah.
That Bradley Cooper is a producer on Joker.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
No, exactly. It's strange how these things develop, and I feel like because to become a PGA, like Producers Guild of America, like a member...
So that's what that stands for.
Yeah, you're welcome. To do that, you've got to have a certain extensive like caliber or resume to get there, and if you're an actor, I think it takes a while before you get like accredited that.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you get accredited that, it's an easy paycheck. Like obviously producers
more
still
of
do a ton of work.
Anything,
something to that degree. Like they're not on set every day kind of thing and that. Yeah. And I just feel like these guys are at the stage where they've got that and they're just like, hey, I'll jump on board. Why not?
I'm just very surprised that Bradley Cooper is at that level. I mean, he's a fantastic actor and he's done a lot of things.
He's been around a while,
man. That's the thing. Yeah. It's surprising to me that he's taken the role of producer and he's
why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, last year he was all over everywhere with The Star Is Born with Gaga and that. Yeah. I mean, why the hell not?
Yeah,
why not just take a break for a little bit?
He wrote and directed that, I believe. It's obviously definitely a reboot. It's like the fifth reboot of A Star Is Born.
I was going to say it's like a fifth different adaptation
I'm certain
of that.
he also wrote that. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't think. But anyway, back to Irresistible.
Yes.
Steve Carell, Rose Byrne, Chris Cooper, Mackenzie Davis, who I'm interested in seeing, Topher Grace.
Yes.
He's always a surprising cast choice, but he's always kind of good in everything he kind of does. CJ Wilson, Natasha Lyonne, Brent Saxton. Anyway. Yeah. I've mentioned everybody I care about.
Either way, Big Summer Blowout, personally.
Yeah, I think so
probably profitably as well, because I know the Americans love their political comedies and things like that.
Yeah.
So
it may not fly so well in Australia.
I don't know if it'll get a release out here.
That's it'll go to Netflix or Apple TV or one of those things.
Of course it will. Yeah. But... yeah, either way, and yes, Bradley Cooper did co-write and direct A Star Is Born.
Yeah, absolutely. Very impressive. Mm-hmm. Cool. On to the next one. This is one I'm very fascinated by.
This is my double wide. Okay. Like, as in, I haven't been...
Do you want to take this one then? Or
no, that's fine. I haven't been putting them at the bottom, but yeah. Did you notice I can now add emojis to the...
Oh, you can too.
I know. It's never let me before, and then I put the emoji in, and I was like, yes, I'm going to fill this bitch with emojis.
Okay, excellent. Cool. The next one on the list is Vivarium. Imogen Poots and Jesse Eisenberg star in this darkly comedic thriller about a young couple looking for their dream home and stumble into a housing estate called Yonder. When they don't think it's right for them, they try and leave, but they're trapped. The only way out is to raise a newborn. Sounds strange. Is strange, but my lord, I am intrigued. Coming late March 2020. And that's no slight on the story. That's it.
No, exactly.
It reminds me of In the Tall Grass.
Yes.
Like once they're in, they can't get out and they're trapped, but it seems like they're trapped for years.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's so
in this
strange.
Lego monotonous world.
Exactly. Yes, that's right. But before we carry on, I just wanted to say, encourage the viewers, if you haven't seen these trailers, feel free to stop, watch it, and then come back and listen with us. Leave your comments below what you think.
Absolutely, because we can't play them, obviously, for copyright. I'd love to be able to have the freedom
I'd love to live review trailers. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But
not react to them, though.
Oh, trailer reaction to Company 3. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag trending. Yeah. Yes, Vivarium. So, it's not a slide on the plot at all, or it's not... I'm not poking fun at it at all when I wrote the description. It's purely... That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it just looks insanely dark, but comedic, but tense.
Yeah.
Very tense.
Yes.
Because like you said, it's like they're going to be trapped there for decades.
Or forever. So essentially
we don't know how long before they get given that newborn that they've already been there for.
Yeah. So this is a little bit of a spoiler, but it's in the trailer.
Yeah,
this couple who have been trying to find a way out of this town, which is empty. There's no other humans apart from one person who may be an alien or whatever. Who knows? Yeah. There's only two people, and they're living in this house, and they're trying to find their way out. They burn down the house at one point. They do this and that, but then they're delivered a baby in a box, and the note says, "Raise the child to escape," or something like that.
It says, "Raise this child to be allowed to leave," or something like that. Yeah.
So they grow up raising this child, not loving it in the slightest. No. And the fucking thing screams at the end.
I know.
There was a soundbite.
It sounded normal, but then I feel like they've tweaked it for the trailer. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be a normal child scream.
Human. Okay.
Yeah, but either way, that's right. They're just like, "You mutant freak."
They give it the finger and it gives it back. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just so intriguing. If there's any trailer this week, I recommend it's this one. Just have a look and just, man, it's gonna like play with your mind something chronic.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. So it's directed by Lorcan Finnegan. I don't know. I don't recognize that name. I'm not sure if he's done anything else that I'm aware of. Mm-hmm. And the production companies as well, I'm not even familiar with. But overall, this looks fucking fantastic. I'm a fan of Jesse Eisenberg when he's put in the right boots.
Oh, what was that? American Ultra.
Fantastic movie.
Exactly. And he is an actor, man.
Yes, Jesse Eisenberg has done a lot of great things. Imogen Poots, I don't think I've seen her in anything before.
I swear there was something. But
we've talked about her, but I don't think I've actually seen her in anything.
Think about it, man. Social Network came out in 2010.
Yep.
He's been around the block as a main guy for over a decade.
Yeah, he blew up his career with that film, and he was good in that movie.
Oh, he's fantastic. No, JT, man. I still stand by that dude. Yeah. He was fantastic in that. And Justin Timberlake can act.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is like
Have you seen him in the Love Guru?
Anyway. That one, if I hadn't already seen it, it would be on my list of I will never watch this film. Join Eddie Murphy's Norbert and co. Ugh. Yeah, but anyway. Either way, big summer blowout, man, all round.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really hope this gets a distribution out here because I cannot wait to see this film.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to let you unplug your microphone and plug it back in because I'm getting a little bit of a buzzing, and I'm going to carry the thing and just talk.
No, that's fine. Well, did you want to wrap into our next one? Spencer Confidential.
Yes. Okay. Well, usually I would let you read it, obviously, because you're next on the list, but I'm happy to stall it for a little bit longer so that way you can. Perfect. It hasn't gone away at all.
Nope. That's right, dude. Just get into Spencer Confidential.
Spencer Confidential. Mark Markey. Yeah, you forgot the Marky Mark part. Yeah.
You know what I meant?
Jesus Christ, that's terrible. Marky Mark stars in this Netflix action thriller about a former cop who was framed and sent to prison. Now finally released, he and his new roommate must fight to expose the truth and corruption he once tried to take down. Coming Netflix March 6.
Oh my God, I did have coming to Netflix March 6 there, but... yeah, you don't need to read my grammatical errors. These are private notes for us. Jesus.
Yeah, okay,
anyway,
so this movie...
Spencer Confidential, this is the one you briefly touched on in last week.
Yeah.
About Mark Wahlberg having a new trailer with a big black guy.
Well, I drew attention to the fact that Post Malone is in it for 10 seconds or less.
Right.
And he's like in the main image and thumbnails of all of the marketing for this.
Yeah.
But he's not even in it. Anyway,
this
movie looks like it was written and directed in like maybe 2002.
Right?
I'm getting like... the other guys, Bad Boys kind of vibes. The other guys being, what was that movie with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell? Is that the other guys?
Oh, the other guys, yeah.
That's the kind
with
of
The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson for like 3 minutes.
They jump off the roof.
Bang, exactly. Aim for the bushes.
Yeah. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this, and I fucking don't care, man.
No,
I don't care about this
one
at
has
all.
no appeal, and Post Malone getting into acting, that's not appealing at all.
Yeah. And not even that, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I used to like Mark Wahlberg. I can't stand him, man. He's not an actor.
When was the last time he did something that was like, whoa?
Well, he's done a lot of decent movies. He's done Lone Survivor and Deepwater Horizon recently. He's done a lot of those kind of films. But as an actor, like you see him and you see Mark Wahlberg.
That's
a good actor transforms into their characters. And after doing this 100%. Podcast for however long we've been doing this for, I get to see a bit deeper into these things and think a bit more clearly. And I see Mark Wahlberg every time, which means I don't see him sinking into these characters.
The only actors, in my opinion, that can get away with being seen as themselves all the time are comedians.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell. I see Will Ferrell, you know?
Yeah, but even when he transforms into Ron Burgundy, he escapes into that.
But even then, it's a Will Ferrell film. You're going to see Will Ferrell, that kind of thing. But with him trying to be that action superhero thing and trying to act, it's the same guy.
Yeah.
It's literally a guy from Boston.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, that
what? No. Yeah, I mean, he tarnished his career with The Happening. I'm just telling you. Like, and Transformers
I don't want
5 and 10 and fucking whatever they were rubbish.
Man,
he was rubbish in
I had a Happening rant in 2019. I'll happily have another one in 2020, mate. So don't get
me
started on that.
We should separate a YouTube video exclusively on that fucking movie. We should sit down and watch it and talk about it.
We should rewatch it and just absolutely tear it to shreds like it deserves.
There is one movie, though, that I will praise Mark Wahlberg on, which the rest of the world probably doesn't share my views, and that's Max Payne, the adaptation of the Max Payne video game.
That's fair
He
enough.
was in that, and it was quite good. As Max Payne, he was quite good. So
the moment where I thought he was going to break out as a next big action actor was The Departed with Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, and Matt Damon. He was the fourth player in that, and he was fantastic.
Yeah,
and that film's from 2007, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
And he was fantastic, and I thought this is the moment he's about to take over. And then his next movie was Shooter.
Yeah,
and
Shooter was a good one. I liked Shooter.
It was okay, but like then after that, he just couldn't carry on from that.
Yeah.
You know, like that was him playing with the big boys and holding his own. And then from there, I feel like him taking comedic roles really hurt him.
Yeah,
you know, like I enjoy Daddy's Home, and I don't mind Daddy's Home too for John Lithgow, but. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's the kind of guy that he should have just stayed that course as the action guy.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to this kind of film now, we'd probably be taking it a bit more serious, you know?
Yeah.
But
well, looking at the director, Peter Berg, he's done all of his recent movies, except for like the ones before 2009.
Yeah.
Main actor, Mark Wahlberg. So 2012, this guy had written and directed Lone Survivor, Deepwater Horizon, Patriots Day, and Mile 22. All of these are based on realistic events starring Mark Wahlberg. I haven't seen either of those, and I've heard great things about them.
Yeah.
But this is our podcast, and I can say I don't care.
Yep, 100%. Yep. And I don't care about this either, but I will say, coming to Netflix March 6th, honestly,
we get to check it out.
Probably still fucking watch it.
Hey, if I can sit through 6 Underground,
yes,
then I'm sure I'll enjoy this in some degree.
And you know what's crazy is this probably has 10% of the budget that 6 Underground did, 100%. But either way, big summer blunder as a film, big summer blowout for Netflix because I mean they're still getting out there with their big budget movies with the big budget actors, you know. So why the fuck not? Anyway, moving on to another one this week.
Horse.
I was gonna try and whinny, but I don't want to risk just going. Anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna try and do, but I can't do it. Anyway, Horse Girl. In this intense documentary, we see the discussion nobody wants to have. Is bestiality an acceptable practice in 2020? Filmmaker Juan Marcia Lopez goes behind the curtain to the underground community looking to bring this dark practice to the light. Focusing on the surviving child of a bestiality enthusiast whom the movie is named after, he asks the most important question. Half horse, half girl, which is which?
Yeah, this is a very, very dark and upsetting story to tell. And
it's one of those.
The fact that it's based on a true story.
One of the awkward moments where you just laugh when you really shouldn't. Like, I was really into that.
Yeah. And then, like it's telling that story that I don't think most people are really ready for, especially in 2020 when the PC culture just doesn't allow this sort of thing.
No. But see, that's the thing. That's why this is so prevalent now because now we're accepting people changing their gender.
Yes.
Changing who they can love. They're asexual, bisexual, qsexual.
Yes, absolutely.
All of these different things. And this is the part where they go, hey, it's in the Bible.
Yeah.
We're allowed to fuck chickens. So why now can't we let the world know what God wants?
Okay, so I'm not sure how far we can carry that one really because that was getting real bad.
I know. As soon as I mentioned the Bible, I just saw your eyes light up with like, oh yeah.
Yeah, where are you taking this?
Oh, anyway.
You said we're allowed to fuck chickens.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't say chickaroos.
No.
This is bestiality, not beast to pedophilia.
I haven't had my chickaroos for a day and I already missed them so much.
Poor things. Hopefully they've in the right hands.
They absolutely are. Anyway, okay, so on a serious note, Horse Girl. As strange as the name may be, it's not based on a girl who's half horse, half girl, but which is which.
No.
It's based on a mentally ill woman. So the vibe I'm getting from this trailer is that you see those horse girls on Instagram, those women that own horses.
Yes.
They're all a bit weird. Go watch this trailer.
I have watched the trailer. I didn't just make that up for fun. I mean, I made that up for funsies, but I mean, I know what this trailer is about. So Alison Brie, who I love to death, of Madman fame, but mostly Community. 6 seasons in a movie.
I thought I recognised it, but I couldn't recognise it from...
Well, maybe if you watch Community and was into it as I am.
No, she was... I have watched the first 2.5 seasons, but...
Watch the third.
I remember being super attracted to her back in the day.
Oh, no, seriously. Yeah. She plays a crazy person in this, so she's a little bit, like, loopy looking.
I didn't recognize her.
I follow her on Instagram, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, she is.
Sizzling. Yes. Anyway.
But either way, so Horse Girl, basically, like you said, there's a lonely woman, more or less, who's going through a point of her life where she realizes she's in her mid-30s and that and doesn't get out much, and she meets a guy through a friend. And
doesn't have any friends of her own.
And there's a big theme of Molly Shannon. Did you see Molly Shannon in this? She's the older woman. She's a famous comedian, man.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, but either way, and there's a repetitive theme.
Yes.
Exactly. Yep. There's a repetitive theme of like, as in, you deserve to have fun. You deserve to have fun. So she opens herself up a little bit, meets a guy, and then all of a sudden she starts going a bit loopy. And she talks to her father, and it turns out her grandmother had the same kind of thing, but that's because she claimed to be abducted by aliens. And now she's thinking that she's experienced, and there's a downward spiral of this, man.
I can definitely see that spiral. And I didn't expect the left turn into alien abductions.
I just thought it was, going to be like a depression or a mental illness or something like that.
Yeah. But
not extraterrestrial.
Yeah. So the fact that they mention that makes me think that the third... Not. Well, no, it makes me think in the third act of this film, they're going to just dive straight into that.
Yeah, why the fuck not? It's on a spaceship.
Yeah.
It's on a spaceship, and it's her and all the horses.
Yes, absolutely. And she's got all the horses to choose from. Yeah.
And instead of like Charlie Sheen, who's gone a bit loopy himself, she's there going #Winnie.
Yeah, absolutely, Winnie.
Thank you. I was going to say it's a horse trick.
Yeah, the fact that this is a Netflix film has me excited too, because I don't think I would have taken the time to see this at the cinema, but I will certainly sit down and watch this behind my TV. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. And like I said, I love Alison Brie to bits, and the trailer, check it out for yourself, because it's a very deep dive into this kind of depression and that, and there's a good chance it could be a very hard-hitting film about real mental illness, you know, and maybe addressing that and somebody making excuses for how they feel or something like that, or trying to cover up their real feelings. And, man, there's a lot of like possibilities with this, but either way,
that's what I liked about it.
It looks really good. So big summer blowout on all schemes. I think this will be a really good film. It looks like it has potential to be, and it will do all right for Netflix.
Yes, absolutely.
3 Netflix films this week, man. Whew.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're back. They're back with a vengeance.
You know what we haven't seen in a while? A trailer that's like strictly for Amazon. Now, we had quite a lot of those, but maybe it's because we don't have...
There's one that I didn't put on the list that you should have seen, but I haven't yet because I haven't seen the first season. There was a trailer for season 2 of The Boys.
Yes, I haven't seen the trailer.
Okay, but
I will eventually.
Yeah.
And the reason
it is called The Boys, right?
Yes. Yeah. The reason I haven't watched the trailer to it is because I'm saving myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've cancelled my Amazon subscription because... I was
should
waiting
have gone the annual fee, dude. Seriously.
Well, I will next time because I'm waiting. Yeah. I was waiting for The Boys, but recently they've released their Picard TV series, which is based on Captain Picard from Star Trek. You have no fucking idea what I'm talking about, do you?
We spoke about it on the podcast like 6 months ago.
But the way you just reacted was like the most like sarcastic.
Oh yes, yes. I'm reacting with audio enthusiasm for the listeners' pleasures.
Yeah.
But myself personally, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my podcast. I can say what I want. Fuck Picard.
Yeah. So
live long and die, bitch.
So I'll be reactivating my Amazon subscription to watch Picard. Okay. And if at the end of that, The Boys 2 is out, I will be all over that like a fat kid on a cupcake. So, we'll see.
Diabetes. 2 episodes in a row. Diabetes shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to diabetes. Anyway, okay. Moving on. Jesus. Moving on to the next one.
That's Mozzie's, ladies and gentlemen. He wasn't just clapping.
Yes, we're living in the swamp of Australia.
Big time
speaking of Mozzies, this is The Last Thing He Wanted.
Oh, this dude. He gets it.
Anyway, that's the movie. It's called The Last Thing He Wanted. Yeah. Another big budget Netflix film is coming. This time, Anne Hathaway, Ben Affleck, and Willem Dafoe are on board for this political thriller about drug cartels and dirty deals. May sound like an international version of Marky Mark film coming this year.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, very briefly touched on Marky Mark's actual film. We didn't really discuss it in depth at all.
I thought about that. Are we going to start talking about this film anytime soon?
We really didn't. No. But either way, that one was about a drug cartel. He was a former cop who got framed for all the shit. Yeah. This one is Anne Hathaway going to Puerto Rico to drug cartels and getting framed.
It looks like she's trying to dig up a story based on around like the drug cartels that we discovered, but it turns out her father is embroiled in this whole thing. So she's trying to figure out what to do. Ben Affleck is in this, William Dafoe, Anne Hathaway, 3 actors I do very much enjoy. Absolutely. Especially Willem Dafoe. Yep. Speaking of him...
Toby Jones is also in this.
I see that there. Mel Rodriguez, Rosie Perez, Ida Gafigi. Anyway.
Do you not know who Toby Jones is?
Nope. Who's Toby Jones?
Oh, okay. He was an actor.
I'm sure he is, but what has he been in?
Jesus, you could have clicked the name.
Yeah.
Toby Jones. Yes, he's been in lots of films.
Oh, yeah. He was the main villain in Captain America. Exactly. The Winter Soldier.
Yes, the first Avenger.
No, the second.
He was Dr. Arnim Zola.
He was in that, yes. Yeah. But he turns out to be one of the main villains in the second Captain
America. Number 1 pop culture podcast in Newcastle.
Yes, Toby Jones is actually great. Yes, now you see his face. Yes, he's fantastic. Anyway, I don't really know. I couldn't really figure out much from this trailer about what this film is about. So, because this is another Netflix film. Yes. So, just like Triple Frontier and Six Underground, all these other movies, Triple Frontier I really enjoyed. I have a feeling it's going to be along the same kind of lines as Triple Frontier in that kind of film. Yep. So I'll probably sit down to watch this, and I think I may enjoy it, but I don't know.
Yeah. No,
I don't really know.
I feel like this is in the same vein, to me personally, as the Marky Mark film.
Oh, really?
It'll be on Netflix if there's
so it's a pass.
If this was yes or pass, it would be a pass. Yeah. But if there's a night where there's not much on, maybe I'll chuck on a brand new Netflix film. But otherwise, Horse Girl's the top of my Netflix list this week.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, for more than one reason. Nay, bitch.
Yeah, you like those horses. Anyway, so I'm not really sure about this film, but Big Summer... I don't know.
Big summer blowout on the fact that they've got their budget and their big stars.
They don't care whether this does streams well or not.
That's the thing. We've discussed this before. Netflix don't care about this drawing in new subscribers. No, it's about keeping the current ones. Look at all the fresh content. It doesn't matter if it's good or not. Yeah, it's just there's new big films.
That's right. And that's not only that, but these, as you said, it's not whether a matter of whether it's big or not. Like, these movies are big now, and they obviously produced a lot of low budget crap before, but Netflix is now producing bigger than blockbuster films. Yeah. They just happen to be... but speaking of Willem Dafoe, there is a movie that's coming out in February, which we haven't discussed on this podcast at all, but I've seen the trailer for it.
Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire?
No. Damn. The Lighthouse. Have you seen the trailer for that?
No, I haven't.
It's fully black and white, thriller horror kind of film called The Lighthouse, Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson.
Oh, I like that.
It's on a lot of people in America's top 10 movies of 2019 because they've already seen it there. But it's coming out in February here in Australia. Yes. Oh. I will recommend that you watch the trailer to that. Yeah. And we should have talked about it last week in Trailer Park, but we missed the opportunity.
Yeah, well, the trailer was probably honestly out in last October or something, and we missed it then because...
Well, now
exactly.
Now
that we're getting it.
Now in Australia, we're getting a cinematic release. Now we're getting the trailers again, so it's fresh for us. But definitely up there. People are saying it's up there with Parasite in terms of the quality and the fact that it's kind of a thriller that's getting such a vibe and black and white.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That is a very underutilized. My apologies. Underutilized tactic that filmmakers have seemed to have forgotten. So I like that a lot. Yeah. All right. Well, we have one more film left on our list for the week.
For Trailer Park.
And it is Pokemon the movie Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. So basically, don't have a description written down for this one because it's basically a remake of the very first Pokemon film.
It is a straight up CGI remake.
Yes, exactly. And I'm disappointed because... You fucked up.
I fucked up big time. Yes. Okay, so I'll admit my faults. On our Wednesday episode, go back and listen to episode 59. I was like, what's coming back that's a 2D animated film in 2020? It's Pokemon. But no, it's definitely 3D animation.
Right before we started this podcast, we both had a refresher of the trailer and was like, dude, this ain't 2D at all.
No.
Not even close.
Yeah, but if you're listening to Wednesday's episode and you go, this fucking idiot doesn't know what he's talking about, hope you listen to this point in Friday's episode where I correct myself.
I think you just cost us upwards of 3,000 listeners who heard that and went, what an error. I will delete this forever, and never heard you own up to your mistakes.
Well, let's hope we get 600,000 other listeners who tune into this episode for the first time and continue on where they go, this guy corrected his mistake.
We're being a little ambitious this week. We think Friday's episode will be upwards of 2.5 million downloads, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's still very hot in here. We're definitely going mad. But anyway,
yes, that's right.
This has already been out across the world and mainly in Japan.
I was going to say Japan.
2019, but we're finally getting a worldwide premiere on Netflix February 27.
Yeah, I know. I'm very excited, man. This is one that I'll watch within the weekend of it being released. least.
Now, Taylor and I recently bought on DVD, because we couldn't find them on Blu-ray, the original Pokemon movies. Pokemon,
How many was in the box set?
It wasn't a box set. We had to buy them individually.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
We had
How many did you end up getting?
3. I think it was like there was this one. There was Pokemon 2000 and whatever was after that. But I don't think I definitely watched the first Pokemon movie recently. So I'm kind of fresh to it. Yeah. So I'd really like to watch this.
It's a great fucking story, that first one.
After what was it called? Detective Pikachu, where they brought to life, the Pokemons. I mean, the story itself was kind of crap. The movie was but what I really liked was the live action or 3D versions of the characters we all know and love. Yeah. And I'm not a huge fan of Pokemon. I've admitted that. I haven't played the games up until like 3 years ago. I did watch the cartoon as a kid. I loved it. I did play the games occasionally as a kid. Of course. Kind of enjoyed them. Of course. I'm a fan of the movies. Yes. And I'm a fan of bringing these characters into CG and 3D animation.
Absolutely. And this is one of the ones where, if you had have told me just there's a remake of the first Pokemon movie coming out and it's all 3D, I would have been like, fuck. Yeah. God damn, that's going to be terrible. But watching it, it really does look like traditional. It's just as stupid as it sounds like, it's a 3D version of that film.
And that's all you need.
And exactly, they're not trying to overcomplicate it. They're not making it realism. It still looks like an animation. It still looks like the original characters. Yeah. It's just 2020.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're not. It doesn't look like they're changing the story in any way.
No, exactly.
And that's the thing about
I reckon I'm gonna damn well cry at the end of this one too.
Absolutely, because we're not going to spoil that for those who may not have seen it. Because there's a lot of younger audiences now.
That's right. If you haven't seen the original Pokemon movie, watch this one because it's going to be exactly the same. And damn,
this is where all boys turn to men.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
In the early 2000s. Yeah. But what was I about to say?
I don't know. I'm too emotional now.
But speaking of the Pokemon TV show and the movies and the TV series and all that, there was Ash. I was always a fan of the main character Ash, and whenever I played the games, because I grew up on the TV shows more than the games. Yeah. Whenever I started playing the games, I was taken out of it a little bit because you got to play as different characters or put in your own name. Mm-hmm. I always started a new game with Ash. Yeah? Because I always pretended that the character that the protagonist was playing was Ash from the TV series. Yeah. That's the only way I could really engross myself into Pokemon. So I'm glad to see Ash is back. Yeah. With his group of buddies.
Ash hasn't gone, man.
Yeah, I know
he's still kicking, man. Yeah. And he's still fucking 12. It's amazing. Yeah. It's longevity.
It's amazing how cartoon characters don't age.
I know. Yeah. I know. And we're just expected to be like, oh, God, I thought this was reality.
Wish I could be a cartoon.
No. I mean, I'd hate to be Bart Simpson 10 years old forever.
Yeah, true.
Man, the blue balls. Just saying. But either way, man, big summer blowout on all schemes. Yep. This isn't going to the theaters. This is Netflix picking up an already pre-produced film.
You know what? That's another thing. Another thought I had before, when we did refresh ourselves on this trailer. Yes. I would go to the cinemas.
Yeah, exactly.
To watch this.
No, Absolutely. 100%, man. If this was coming out at the end of February, that's normally a slow period after the award seasons and stuff. I could totally see us going to see this.
Especially if this was coming out this weekend with our Yes or Pass segment. I certainly would put that at the top of the list if I could.
Let's find out what's going to be playing. It's time for Yes or Pass. Excited or blinded. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering why we were singing over an audio track, it's because it's depressing as fuck.
Absolutely. This is Yes or Pass.
We can probably do that without the audio. No, it's become tradition now.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, damn it.
Yes. Anyway, this is Yes or Pass. This is the later episode of our latest. I always try and I always try so hard and I fuck it up. Anyway, this is our latest segment of our Friday episode. Thank you everybody who's tuned in so far. This is Yes or Pass. We're going to be reviewing the movies that are coming out this weekend in your local cinemas.
Yes, to the Newcastle area.
Yes,
I mean, just being honest, Australian.
Yeah. So worldwide, some of these may have been out already.
The first one definitely has.
Yes, absolutely. But we're going to rip straight in and have a look at some of these movies. But first on the list is a film that I don't think will make its budget back within the first weekend. That's for sure.
No, well, considering it's been out in America since last year, it's already a bomb.
Yep.
Big time, and I'll explain that afterwards. So basically Midway, okay? It's the story of the Battle of Midway, told by the people who fought in the Battle of Midway.
Yes, so it's Pearl Harbor 2.
Yes, well, they're trying to be. Yeah. But, so we've got Patrick Wilson.
Yep.
Woody Harrelson, Luke Evans, Mandy Moore, Dennis Quaid, Aaron Eckhart, Nick Jonas. that is a ridiculously stacked cast.
Yes, absolutely.
Unfortunately, probably weighed down by poor storytelling.
Yep.
Probably poor CGI.
Okay.
I feel like this is the trailer that when you saw it, you went, oh man, they released that a little bit too early. They haven't done that. And then it was
correct.
like, it's coming out next week in America.
Yeah.
So it was
right.
very awkward where shit.
So looking at the description of this, it's been considered with a production of $100 million, most expensive or one of the most expensive independent films of all time, but it was theatrically released by Lionsgate, who kind of takes on some of these stranger films.
Yeah.
But this is going up against one of the best and latest war films of all time, which is done on a lesser budget with no-name actors, and it's crushing.
That's also way more relatable in this market.
Yes.
We care way more about World War I Brits.
Yes.
As opposed to American Yanks from, when was Pearl Harbor? The 70s? Something like that? I don't
know. World
know.
War II was the 40s, man.
Oh, was it World War II?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know Pearl Harbor.
You read the description.
No, I didn't. You did. It said the Battle of Midway. I didn't know when that was.
Anyway, I swear
I'm
you
Australian.
said... Anyway.
I only care about the battle down the pub, bro. Yeah, bro.
Anyway, so 1917 is what it's going up against. And there's no way
this market,
that this film, despite its budget, despite its cast, despite its story, is going to beat 1917.
No, not a chance. But I feel like them finally releasing it here, 3 months, November, December, basically beginning of February, after it's been released in America, is a last-ditch effort to try and make some money back because $100 million budget and it's made $123 million in America.
Yep, so it's only just over the mark.
But you think about marketing and that, it's
and
not
the cast.
It's not,
that's where all the fucking...
It's not making money, man.
Yeah.
It's not making money at all. And unfortunately, I believe November 8 in America is Veterans Day or something like that.
Okay.
So I feel like they honestly might have rushed it for America.
Yeah.
And then maybe this was the original intended worldwide release.
Yeah. Not only that too, but they're retelling a story that's been told so many times before. And there is a film called Midway, which I've just discovered from 1976, which is basically the exact same thing. So Midway 2020 is almost a remake of Midway 1976, which is a remake of a real event.
Who is starring in this one?
Let's find out. So
it's Charlton Heston.
Yeah, Charlton
and Henry
Heston,
Fonda.
James Coburn.
Glenn Ford, Hal Holbrook.
Yeah, so it's definitely another...
They had the same problem. Stacked cast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, but a budget of only $24 and a packet of chips. It's not bad.
Yeah, and a pack of cigarettes. What are you talking about?
Sorry, a pack of red apples.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, so... I don't know. This movie's going to suck, I think. I don't know. It may be okay, but I just think going up against its
did you see the actual budget and revenue for the first one?
Let's have a look. So,
it was budgeted for... earning over $43 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the
time...
In
1976, that's probably about $123 million now.
Yeah, so it's done okay,
Yeah. Either way, man, this is a blighted, honestly.
Yeah, but blighted. I'm not going to go see this because if this was the only war movie to come out like sort of at this time of the year, I probably would be interested in it. But the fact that it's gone up against 1917 and that movie is just so good.
Honestly, see, that's the thing. It's not just because it's the start of the year. I feel like 1917 has now actually ruined war films for me for the year.
Yeah.
I don't want to see another one now because that one's so fucking phenomenal.
Well, that's why I'm not really worried about it. If this was going to come out maybe 6 months later, I'd probably go, okay, now there's been enough time.
It's a slow week, maybe give it a chance. But, also just seeing the fact that it's bombed there, it's 3 months after the American release date, I feel slighted by that as well. So, no point. Blighted. Yeah. Sorry, Midway. Sorry, ridiculous cast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing I do appreciate, though, is Dennis Quaid getting back in the big leagues because he's only done, apart from A Dog's Home, it's called. He's only
A Dog's Journey.
A Dog's Purpose. He's only done those.
A Dog's Purpose, yeah.
I think there's 2 of them now. Anyway,
maybe there's.
Next on the list is an Amazon original. So I take back what I said earlier about not having any Amazon movies on the list. Yeah, Case 2 is back.
Yeah, Case 2 is back to back.
Back to back, absolutely. We've got Seberg or Seberg, however you like to pronounce it.
Now, this is basically inspired by the real events in the life of French New Wave icon Jean Seberg. In the late 1960s, Hoover's FBI targeted her because of her political and romantic involvement with civil rights activist Hakim Jamal.
Yeah.
So if you didn't get that, it's about an actress named Jane Seberg. And she she's a white woman, obviously, Case G, we know that. And she's a big proponent of civil rights back when it was still a very hot topic. And because of that, the FBI kind of start infiltrating her and trying to tap her phones and, throw her off her game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she's influential.
Now, I haven't seen the trailer for this since we discussed it in Trailer Park a few episodes ago. I think it was maybe 4 or 5 or so now. I remember the trailer being quite good and the story being quite good. Yes. And the fact that it's on Amazon means I don't have to leave my couch to watch it because I wouldn't be going to the cinemas to see this. Or is this getting a cinematic release? Oh, well, there you go.
Not Glendale, but Katara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's getting a cinematic... That's why it's in Yellow Pass. I don't put Amazon and Netflix films.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, goose.
Yeah, I make a block.
Yeah,
anyway.
But again, Glendale, I love you guys, but why did you have a poster for this if you're not going to schedule it? Simple as that. Yeah.
Fucking whatever. Anyway, pass. I'm going to give us a pass.
Really?
Yep. Because as I said, it looks good.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to spend my $10, $20 seeing this. I'd rather sit at home and watch this.
I'll give this a yas in the same vein as Bombshell.
Okay.
You know, like a hard-nosed political thriller.
Yes, absolutely.
But without the comedic touches of the John Lithgow being fat.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
as we know, Kristen Stewart, I always call her Kirsten Stewart, but Kristen Stewart is a good actor and she'll carry this film.
Exactly. And also coming off the back of us having just seen Underwater, it would be very appropriate to go and see her again because she really did hold Underwater. It's an above average film. Head back to episode 59 for a full in-depth review. We're funny here in the number one podcast in Newcastle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I said podcast, not just pop culture. But either way, honestly, man, I wouldn't complain about seeing her in back-to-back Yalsall passes.
Yeah, okay. You know? Yeah, that's fine.
Like
hey, well,
DTC.
If I am moving out this weekend, so if I get the chance, might make it a date because I'm probably not going to go see the next two on the list either.
Oh, a date. We can still go and see Bombshell, man. I'm happy to review that 3 weeks later.
Yeah, actually, that's not bad because the next one on the list is one that we were looking forward to, but I've heard nothing but terrible things about this.
Okay.
And I usually don't take my influence from people telling me about it. Strangely enough, I have a podcast reviewing things. But
that's terrible advice.
Yes, absolutely.
But this one, we were hyped about it, man. We were hyped about this because it had all the signs of something that had fucking potential, man.
Yeah.
It's an MA, The Grudge. It's a new remake of The Grudge.
Yep.
And
John Cho being one of the leads with Lin Shaye as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but absolute rubbish about this film. The fact that it does hone in back to what the original Grudge tried to do by telling stories at different time periods, all set in the same house. Like, I think people want out of the Grudge a cohesive narrative. Yeah. And I don't think the Grudge films give this, and I don't think this one does either.
Yeah.
And the poster where the fingers come out of the back of John Cho's head, that's probably the best part of the film, and that's what they're advertising because that genuinely looked good.
No, see, I reckon Lin Shaye's going to be the best part, and I don't think she's going to be in it for long.
Yeah, okay.
Like Lin Shaye,
apparently she's not.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean, and that's disappointing because Lin Shaye, who's famous for Insidious, fantastic in that. And this one, I really produced by Sam Raimi. Like
he's put his name on it.
Yeah, exactly. But which is disappointing if it is as bad as it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, but The Grudge, I mean, we've all heard of The Grudge. We all know Sarah Michelle Gellar, SMG. I mean, she deserves the shout out. Love you, SMG. Buffy.
I'm not really sure what's going to happen with this film.
I know. I do want to see it.
This would have been an absolute excited 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But since its international release,
it's been,
I can't ignore the fact that people are talking about it, and I love pop culture and I love hearing about people's thoughts, and all I've heard across the board is that it sucks.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. We do our research for this show, so make sure to support it. And of course, you stumble upon reviews and previews and things of that nature and stuff, and it's not looking good, which is so disappointing because I don't think I'm ready to see my first awful film in theaters yet.
I don't want to.
I know.
That's right. I've seen 3 films so far that have been on the good and great list.
Exactly.
I don't want to ruin that streak so far. So yes, you are correct. I'm happy to see Bombshell.
Exactly. We'll go and see Bombshell. Maybe if I find some time, I might go and creep this one in myself and just go, oh, dude.
Yeah,
no. You know, because you've got to remember, I've seen some kids' movies and stuff as well. So, I've seen some dodges already.
Yeah, we don't talk about those.
Podcast-wise, I'm not ready, man.
Yeah,
I'm not ready. This is a
overall pass.
Yeah, it's a pass because I will still watch it.
Want to see this, but I'm not going to race to the cinemas to see this.
We don't have time for bombs.
Yeah.
All right, heading up, last one on the list this week. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Now, this one I believe are fucked up. Okay. Because I believe
this has been out for a little while now, hasn't it?
No. It's been out in America for quite a while. I believe since December.
Yeah.
But as opposed to Australia, I swear to Jesus Christ himself that it wasn't on the list last week, but then all of a sudden I saw session times for it.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I fucked up somehow. So either way, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yep.
We know what this is about. This is Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers.
Yep, absolutely.
And he's not the focal point.
No,
it's about a journalist.
A journalist who's doing a piece on Mr. Rogers, trying to dig up some dirt to find out whether this guy is legitimate, or not. You know, and going off the trailer and from what I've heard about this film, yet again, what I've heard about this film is that he just was a genuine dude.
Yeah,
and he helped out in a lot of ways. You know, but I'm interested to see where this goes. But this is going to be another pass for me, dude.
Yeah, it's a pass for me as well because I love myself some Tom Hanks.
Yes, I used to consider Tom Hanks my favorite actor.
Yeah.
When I was younger, he was in Saving Private Ryan, Castaway, he was in Big, he was in Toy Story, he was in like a lot of Forrest Gump. Yeah, he was like top of the reign, and like, you know, so he still is.
No, I was gonna say,
like, as an actor, like in terms of the movies he's done recently, I haven't seen many of his recent films.
Yeah,
but as an actor, he is one of the greats,
and will be for all time.
Yes, absolutely.
But at the same time, you've got to remember, while he is the focal point of this, he's not the focal point of this.
No, that's right. But not only that too, but I have no childhood nostalgia for Mr. Rogers.
Nobody outside of America does.
No.
In fact, even a lot of America outside of Pittsburgh, it's the same.
Yeah.
You know, like as in they know of him through the later years and stuff.
That's right.
And I'm sure it was a national distribution over there, but Pittsburgh, he was like a monsterly huge thing.
Yep.
But outside of America, man, Mr. Rogers could just be old mate down the pub. Like,
absolutely. So
we have no connection to. I have no connection to this outside of pop culture references, a la Family Guy with cutaway gags. And I've heard about Mr. Rogers. You know, like that's it. You know, absolutely. So this is a pass.
Yeah.
Based purely on I'm not going to pay to see something that that's not going to emotionally invest me as much as it should.
That's correct, but it is a movie that you do want to see at some point in time.
Yeah.
So it'll be a pass across the board.
Oscar nominated Tom Hanks. I mean, it's got to be good in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely.
But story wise, there's not much there to draw us in.
Yeah, absolutely.
As Newcastle's #1 pop culture podcast.
Absolutely, Two's Company Three's a podcast.
Let's go and say a bombshell that's like 4 weeks old now.
Yeah, absolutely. So be looking out next week for our review of Bombshell if I get the time to see it. If I don't, go see it, man, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Absolutely. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
I do declare.
I do declare.
It's perfect timing.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, it's too hot in here.
Oh my lordy.
We've been here for a while now.
Farewell, Sauna Studio.
Farewell, Sauna Studio. Absolutely. We have had our Friday episode, Trailer Park and Yasa Pass. That's been our show for this week. We will see you next Wednesday in a brand new studio, brand new setting. It's going to be a lot cooler, even though the weather outside may not be.
Brand new news.
Absolutely.
And a fresh review.
Absolutely. You can find 2C3 Pod, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, of course. Two's Company Three's a podcast.
Yes, that's right. And make sure you're listening or watching on your preferred platform, Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, YouTube. Big summer boy out.
Now, you can support the show heading over to tpublic.com. All links are below from wherever you're listening to this. You can get yourself a t-shirt, a mug, a sticker, or a fridge magnet, or you can support the show on Patreon now. We've activated that, of course. Go head over and look at our tiers where you actually do get something in return. I didn't want to just be one crappy little, hey, pay us a couple of bucks and get nothing that you already do. So you actually get some value out of that too.
This is the beginning of a big year for this podcast, but also if you wanted to contact us directly or maybe a one-off donation to say, hey, good job, I laughed a little bit.
Yep.
Two's Company Three's a podcast at gmail.com. Head on over to PayPal or just send us an email and let us know what you think about stuff.
Absolutely. Now, we've got 2 podcasts every week, every Wednesday and every Friday, of course. Wednesday's our news and reviews, and Fridays, just like you've heard, is our Trailer Park and Yasa Pass, of course.
100%, and that's right. And we normally have 4 YouTube videos every week, but there's been a lot going on to start off the year. But come the second week of February, we should be back on track in the brand new, fully ducted aircon studio, and we'll be back with 4 YouTube videos. So head on over there, subscribe, ring that bell, do all that YouTubey stuff.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you next Wednesday. My name is Dylan, as always, with my co-host
Mitchell, and make sure to stick around after the closing songs for our every episode trivia for the entire year. But don't forget that we are Two's Company, and you are the podcast. You're the podcast.
My bad, Doug.
Did you update the scoreboard?
Yes.
If If you get this wrong, it's karma for having a stupid moment last year.
Oh, fuck. Okay? Last year. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Which famous actress began her career playing Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz?
Oh, fuck off. I've already gotten this wrong once before, haven't I?
It's karma for not knowing who she was when I told you.
Yeah. I don't know it. I know
because of how close we are. I'm just going to say one thing: Renee Zellweger movie.
Judy Garland.
Yes. Okay. There you go, man.
I was not going to get that genuinely.
Well, you're welcome. 3 of 5.
Hey, thanks for checking out that video of Two's Company, Three's a Podcast. We really appreciate it. Wasn't it really something? Why don't you drop a comment down below while you're still here on what you thought about that video? And once you're done, go check out the next video. Feel free to hit subscribe as well. I think it'll be a really good investment for your future.